University, once again. We'll be doing calligraphy tonight. Next week, in the same time slot, we'll have Japanese tea ceremony with Manami. And this Tuesday, during Lunch with Books, we'll launch the Wheel and Read series. Tell you what the book's going to be, and how to get copies, and all that stuff, and all the contests and programs along the way. But the program itself features author Anthony Viola from Marshall. His book is called All Lies Begin with Truth. Okay, so our instructor this evening for calligraphy is Manami Kawazoe from Kyoto, Japan. And she's at West Liberty, and her job is to teach us about Japanese culture. So here she is. Here's Manami.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Manami Kawazoe. I'm a Japan Outreach Coordinator at West Liberty University. And today I'm going to talk about, and also do workshop about calligraphy, Japanese one. And I'm going to talk about brief history first, and then how we learn at school in Japan, and calligraphy performance, what we write today, and I'll give you some instruction, and you're gonna try writing down actually. Okay. And our culture, Japanese culture, a lot of Japanese culture are from ancient China, and this is one of them. Around 6th to 7th centuries, calligraphy is also introduced by ancient China. And also we developed the method how to write down, and what we write, it's a little different from Chinese version. So you're gonna write down some Japanese vocabulary today. And also in the past, only the noble family or samurai who is warrior in the past can do some calligraphy or writing things. But now, calligraphy is mandatory education in Japan, especially at elementary school like this. Yeah, this is mandatory, and especially New Year's Day in January, we do this calligraphy. We do this once a month or twice a month, but especially New Year's, this is tradition to do calligraphy in Japan. So we're gonna write down some New Year's resolution or something positive. We're gonna write down. And for New Year's, we use longer paper, like the photo in right. But normally in the mandatory class, we write down with chairs and table, like the photo in the left. Yeah, something like that. This is really good for keep our posture beautiful, like not like this. Teacher tell us like we need to straight back, we need to keep straight back, and also concentrate and in the quiet place. So it's not just for writing down beautiful letters, but also some other mindfulness stuff as well. And also, this is very popular recently, calligraphy performance, especially for young people, like high school students. Every summer we have a competition, calligraphy performance competition. So with music and dancing and other team, they're gonna play or they're gonna write down big letters on the big paper like this. I've never seen this in person, but I saw this performance on YouTube or some video. It's really great. Yeah, with music, it's not just writing down in up school. It's like a sports. It's like a sports. Very good. And also, they even made a movie about calligraphy performance. It's called Shodo Girls. Shodo means calligraphy in Japanese. And when it comes to Japanese alphabets, we have 3 different writing styles. One of them is kanji on the top. Kanji is made in ancient China, and it has its own meaning. Each kanji has meaning. and we use this one. But now, Chinese letters and Japanese letter is a little different. Like after they introduced kanji to Japan, we changed the shape of kanji a little bit, or some of them were totally different. So now, if I see the Mandarin sentence, Chinese Mandarin sentences, I kind of understand what it says, but I cannot pronounce or I cannot read, but I can understand what it means because some of them are similar or same, and the meaning is also mostly same. So and also Chinese people, if they see Japanese sentences, they kind of understand what it says, but they cannot pronounce if they don't know Japanese pronunciation. It's interesting part. But also we have two Japanese original letters called hiragana and katakana. Hiragana is mainly used for Japanese original word. So it says arigato. For example, it says arigato. Arigato means thank you. And or arigato. The kanji, for example, is also arigato. Katakana example is also arigato, means thank you. But we can write down in three different ways. The katakana is normally used for foreign language, foreign vocabularies. For example, if I want to write down America, I need to use katakana because America is English vocabulary. So I need to use katakana for America, the vocabulary. And if you write down your name, and if your name is not Japanese name, maybe you're gonna use katakana for writing. And which you're gonna try today. I'm gonna tell you your name in Japanese. So it's katakana. It's gonna be katakana. Okay. And also for kanji, for Chinese letters, we have each has the stroke order. So it's a little small, but they have number. So we need to follow the order, stroke order. Step one is from the top and go this way to the bottom, and then step two from the middle and then go right to the bottom, something like that. So we have stroke orders for each kanji. So every time we learn new kanji is this letter. Every time we learn new kanji at school, teacher also teaches us how to write down the orders. And I wondered, alphabets, when you learned alphabets, when you were really little, did you learn how to write down, like, step one is this? Oh, yes. Okay, so it's kind of same. Yeah, we learned the stroke order as well. But this is mainly for right-handed people. Around 90% of Japanese people are right-handed. So this is very useful for right-handed people. But if you are left-handed, could be a little difficult. But there's no exceptions or something. Yeah. Recently, some people published a book for left-handed people to make their lives a little easier. I saw it, but yeah, these orders and how to write down is really mainly for right-handed people. And I believe in the US also right-handed is stronger than left-handed by around 80%. I saw it on website. I do this. Yeah, some traditional family in Japan they correct their kids to be right-handed. Yeah, sometimes. But now we focusing on more individuality, so we don't. Yeah, we are not gonna say anything. But some traditional families they correct them to be right-handed. Yeah, it's pretty much it. And these kanjis are on your sheet samples, so you can look at them, what the meaning is, and how to write down the orders, stroke orders. And mostly, first step, the step one is from the top or left side, from the top or left side. Yeah, this is from the left. From the top or left, it mostly it should be first step, number one step. And today we are going to use this black ink liquid, but if you learn the traditional way to make ink, we use this ink stick. This is made from coal and some oil. This ink, and maybe you can see the photo on the screen. This is ink stick, and this is ink stone. So when we make ink, black ink, we put a little bit amount of water on the ink stone, and then we ground the stick to make the water black, the black color. So it takes time if you wanna make black ink from scratch from this ink stick. It takes maybe 30 minutes to make enough ink for some vocabularies or letters, but we're gonna use liquid today. This is a traditional way and professional way to make ink. And if you have brush now, you can take and hold a little above the center of the brush. A little above of the center of the brush. Around here. A little above the center of the brush. And then when you write down something on the paper, it's better to point the paper a little straight angle. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but a little bit mostly straight. You can find your way. it's not like mandatory class or something, so you can find the way. But many instructions said straight angle downwards. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It's pretty difficult. And there are some tips for writing. There are some important points. When you finish a line, there are mostly three styles. One of them is tome. Tome is a full stop, just stop. That's it. And harai is like a little, you wanna lift up the brush a little bit to the end. Lift up slightly to make sharp end like this. Harai, this is harai. And hame is a sharp curve. So when you finish the line, you wanna make a sharp curve and then immediately lift up, so that you can make these hame line, this sharp curve. This is one sample kanji. This means forever or long. And this kanji has a lot of harai, like lifting up slightly, and this is hane, make a sharp curve and then lift up immediately. Something like this. And some more tips, sorry. After this you can start trying. Paper, please take one paper and then touch two sides, both sides. There's two sides. Touch the white paper, please. White paper, not the sample one. There's smooth side, and rough side. Smooth side should be up, face up. Not the rough one. Smooth side up. Yes, smooth side face up. Okay. If you're not sure about it, I'll come over to you. Okay. And amount of the ink. I'm gonna give you some amount of ink after this, but just be careful about the ink. Sometimes, especially kids though, sometimes they put too much ink and then the letter will be like too big or very piggy sometimes. So use the edge of cup. I'm gonna give you the ink with this cup. So use the edge of the cup and then remove the ink. You just need some ink. Yeah, that's it. So remove ink, not more than ink. And the balance of letters. This is my calligraphy, and the samples on the sample there are some combination letters. If you see on the back, there are some two letters combination vocabulary. Hope and fireworks. Hope and fireworks. It's two letters together. So if you want to write down two letters in one sheet, make sure keep the balance. Keep the balance. One letter on the top and one letter at the bottom. Yeah, and another hand, use another hand not to move the paper while you are writing. If you are writing and when you are writing, it's easy to move. The paper is easy to move. So use another hand to not to move the paper. You can trace on the paper and so that the paper doesn't move while you are writing. And also your name should be left at the bottom like this. Left at the bottom, you can write down your name. If you wanna write down your name in Japanese, I'll walk around so I'll tell you. And you can use your English name too, alphabets too. If you're gonna write down alphabets, it's okay to write down left to right, left to right. But in Japanese, and this traditional way stuff, top to bottom is the way to write down Japanese. After writing, there's some space. There's some space, so please write them after writing. Okay, so that's it. So let's get started. And I'm gonna give you ink first. And meantime you can choose your letter. You have five papers, and it's up to you how to use it. Okay, actually, you come over in front, maybe one person from one table to get to raise the ink. One person from one table. Oh, sorry about the brushes. Big brushes I wrote a lot of big brushes, but smaller brushes, it's limited number, so please share the smaller brushes. It's for your name, smaller letters.
Except for yeah, I still need that. Thank you. All right, ladies, I expect beauty.
Yes, I want to tell you about what you are doing. Yeah, right. The painting month is under the white paper. We use it.
Anniversary.
Oh, that's
Did you get up close pictures in action?
I did.
Okay.
Let me get a few more actually.
The painting month is under the white paper.
I sent you 2 emails. One had a count on
Big
it.
brushes are for big letters, and when you write down your name at the bottom and your smaller letter, you can use the small brushes. And please share the small brushes.
The second one was 36.
Brush.
And I sent out pictures from the back.
Okay. Oh, she said like almost straight out, yeah. So it twitches we're used to do that.
They'll just, that's like a journal. Translated that. This learning journal, he translated this whole switch that that was actually back to something, and then he translated it. It is a journal, which you can learn in style, right?